Hi everyone, before I get into today's video, there's just something that I want to address, a little bit serious, if you don't mind. I went into the comment section after yesterday's videos, and I was really upset and disappointed to see that a few people had put the comment that when I wear this yellow hoodie, I look like a banana. A banana! Wow, I do not look like a banana in this hoodie, all right? And I'm sick and tired of these kind of jabs at me. Look like a banana? You're serious, man? You're serious? Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Banana. I laughed. Hey, do you want to know something ironic? I actually went out and bought a bunch of bananas today. I don't know, maybe the comments subliminally filtered through to me last night. Woke up this morning, had to do a bit of shopping. Ooh, I need some bananas for some reason. I don't know why. I normally get some apples, but today I just feel in the mood for bananas. Right, let's get into today's article. EA showing a classic, an absolute classic piece of virtue signalling and an unbelievable hypocrisy. EA trying to take a good guy stance. That's hypocrisy in itself, but when you see what it's in relation to, oh my goodness me. And this article actually comes from Kotaku, and I'm going to put it in here. Normally I don't put Kotaku articles up because they're trash. But in all fairness to the author of it, who is Luke Plunkett, he actually calls this down the middle. He does a journalist's work. He just deals with the facts and doesn't offer a Kotaku hot take. You know, maybe Luke likes his job. Maybe he understands what journalism is. I don't know. But here on YouTube, of course, we're all about opinions. So we can do away with that nonsense and just get in with what we want. But I've got to be sensitive. Not because necessarily I want to. I just want to say the words. But, you know, YouTube is what YouTube is. So I have to amend stuff. So we're going to call it a banana joke. We're going to call it a banana joke. Gets a legendary player removed from FIFA 20. Oh my goodness me. I tell you what, folks, I tell you what. You can't have a laugh anymore, can you? You can't have a laugh anymore. Two recent comedy specials that came out on Netflix. Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr. That you heard the outcry mob. Oh my lord! Oh my goodness me! They are disgraceful. They are disgusting. And then, you know, if you're a normal person who likes a laugh, who likes to giggle, doesn't matter at whose expense, your expense, someone else's expense. You know, we're all targets for a comedian. That's their job, is to pick out and ridicule and give us all a good laugh at ourselves. Turn the mirror back on us. You know, and so I saw them both. I saw the Dave Chappelle one, thought it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Saw the Bill Burr one. I do love me some Bill Burr as well. Absolutely hilarious. Really good stuff. Couldn't understand for the life of me what the problem was. And then it all dawned on me, of course. Oh, yeah. The problem is current year. Current year where you can't have a joke anymore. You can't particularly have any sort of edgy joke. Oh, no. That's just bang out of order. No. You know, we got to pander to an incredible bunch of weirdos. You know? We got to pander to the weirdo on Twitter who wants to see a gynecologist even though they've got meat and 2 veg. And try and kick up a fuss that they're transphobic. Because they won't. And then you got comics like Ricky Gervais, of course, that will shine a light on that and will absolutely roast you to the cows come home about how absurd it is. And then you'll get the mob coming through. Oh my God, you ism, how dare you? And these are, I wouldn't even say extreme examples. They're just laughable examples. of things which are right there in front of us. So let's talk about this situation. Marco van Basten is a Dutch legend. A Dutch legend. And when it comes to football, there is a massive rivalry between Holland and Germany. I've joked about this before on my streams many times, and tonight I'm going to stream some Final Fantasy 14, folks. I'm up for it again. There was too much football on the TV last night, so I didn't. But I am tonight. But I've joked about this on stream. Here in the UK, we see Germany as our massive football rival. Germany are the enemy. Every time we play Germany, our nation holds its breath. We're like, come on! Come on! You know, of course it's got all the connotations to do with First and Second World War and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, we're years removed from all of that, and there's no bad blood between current generation UK and Germany. But it's still a rivalry. It's still a rivalry. It's tribal. And it's built in within us. So every time we play Germany, we're like, ugh. Meanwhile, Germany, they don't give a fuck. Germans don't give a fuck. They're just like, who are playing this week? It's England. Oh, okay. Just another team to them. The rivalry isn't reciprocated. It's not like a derby match. It's not a Liverpool-Everton. It's not a Rangers-Celtic. It's nothing like that. It's not a Manchester United, a Manchester City. Nothing. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, don't think that's a particular big one, really. You know, your Inters and your AC Milans. Nothing. They don't care. They're just playing England. It's Holland. It's Holland. Germany and Holland have a big rivalry between the two. The one that we'd like to have with Germany if they'd reciprocate it. So there's a German coach for a Dutch team, and he was being interviewed by Marco van Basten's colleague, and you would think, oh, Marco van Basten, because he's Dutch, he's going to be taking the mickey out of the German manager. No. No. In actual fact, he takes the mickey out of his own Dutch colleague because his Dutch colleague doesn't speak particularly good German. So when he gives this little awkward interview at the end and the German coach is just kind of like, yeah, okay, bye, sort of thing, he says, and we'll have a look.
Ärgern und ab und zu druk machen. Ja, mooi. Dank je wel. Dank u ook. Viel Spaß. Dank je.
So you can see he was just limited to very, very basic German. You know, just trying to get through a quick touchline interview, then off. And Marco van Basten in the studio goes, because what he's doing, yes, he's making an edgy joke, but what he's doing is he's doing something quite typical. If you don't speak a language, you somehow seem to know a phrase or two from the country. Why? It probably has filtered through pop culture or through history. So there'll be many people watching this who don't speak a word of French, for example. But if I was to say to you, he says, knocking his phone, if I was to say to you, give me a French saying, you might suddenly recall, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Will you sleep with me tonight? Because of the song. So it's just something which is you know, Parrot taught you, filtered through because of pop culture, music, history. So he's kind of mimicking that the guy doesn't speak German. Everybody knows Seagal. Of course, because of the historical connotations. Not just that, but he kind of says at the end, jawohl, you know, in a very kind of authoritative way. And you know, I don't speak barely any German at all. But I've seen plenty of films where it's like, jawohl, Herr Kommandant. You know, plenty of war movies where they're like that. So, again, he's just taking the mickey out of the way that his colleague was speaking German to the German person. Wow. Is it a little bit edgy? Of course it's a little bit edgy. But is it worth, you know, ranting and raving and all this kind of stuff? Well, apparently so. Apparently so. Me, I just thought it was, you know, just a little bit of an edgy comment. But never mind. So what happens? Well, he goes and gets himself in trouble with the TV station, with Fox. He deals with Fox. And they have suspended him, and his wages are going to go towards a charity for the next week or so. Or the next month or so. Something like that. So he's being slapped on the wrist. Fine, you know, if that's not what you want associated with your television company, he is a representative of that television company. So be it. But EA, oh, no. EA just suddenly decide to stick their fucking beak in as well. FIFA community, we are aware of the recent comments made by Marco van Basten. We have an expectation that our commitment to equality and diversity, what has this got to do with any of it, is upheld across our game. Fuck off, EA. Fuck off. As a result, we will suspend Marco van Basten icon items from being available in packs, SBCs, and FUTs draft until further notice. FIFA Ultimate Team. So we'll try not to make any money from this, 55-year-old retired Holland Dutch superstar. Stay tuned for further updates. The FIFA team. Oh my god. Right. The reason why I find this hypocritical is, you may recall, folks, Patrick Soderlund last year, was it last year? Last year, where he comes out with his comment, of course, that when there was a bit of backlash as regards to the way that they were trying to promote the next Battlefield game, and it was rightful backlash in as much as it wasn't portraying a realistic portrayal of World War II in any stretch of the imagination. Not just in the way that it was shown in front of us, the ludicrous nature of it. She got shotgunned and then she's jumping through windows and crawling on the ground. She's got one arm. She's a great shot. All this kind of nonsense. It was clear virtue signaling. It was clear virtue signaling. And then Patrick Soderlund comes out and calls people who had anything critical to say, critical can be very much correct, folks, uneducated. Uneducated. And they need to educate themselves. Now, a lot of the people who are critical of this came out with some excellent suggestions. Particularly when EA then, number one, removed the swastika from the game. Whenever it involved any German and flags, no, they didn't want to put that. They didn't want to trigger anyone. We've removed the swastika. We've created a fake German flag for the game, for our realistic World War II game that we called people uneducated because didn't want to trigger. Why? That was the flag. What are you going to do? Oh my god. Excuse me, I'm calling EA. What's wrong? Oh, you'll bloody hear, Dorothy, what's wrong when I get hold of them. Hello, is that EA? Hello, EA. I have just purchased your realistic World War II simulator game, and I was disgusted, Dorothy! Disgusted at the fact that there were swastikas! Do you think that happened? Yes, that was my whiteboard slipping down. Slipping down again. Just going to let it go. Like Elsa in Frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Do you think that's what was going to happen? Fucking idiots. And then, not just that, of course, they decided they want to virtue signal some more in their World War II sim. So they took a story about a load of brave British soldiers, and was it Icelandic soldiers? I can't remember. You'll have to forgive. Who, some of them died during the whole build-up of this operation and all this kind of stuff about disarming a dam or blowing up a dam, something along those lines. I'll have to go back and look. Please forgive the sort of brevity of this. And they changed it from all these brave men who some of them, as I've mentioned, lost their lives, to a teenage girl and her mum. And the people who dare be critical of this, you know, who dare be critical of the fact that it's making light of these people's sacrifice, it's making light of an operation which was handled with such care that when they actually did it, nobody was killed. They braved all of that, and then they dare have the audacity to call people uneducated because they want a virtue signal. Fuck off, EA. EA are just such joke. If I was Marco van Basten, I'd tell EA, keep me out. Unless he makes, you know, unless you make some dollar mark, in which case, you know, fair enough. Just keep me out, you shit gambling simulator for children. Because that's what FIFA 20 is, isn't it? EA. Available for all from 3 years plus up. By the way, loads of microtransactions. Get your parents' credit cards. Shh. We won't tell if you won't. Hypocrites. Absolute hypocrites. So EA doing what they do best. Act like complete arseholes over just a joke. Get over it. And I'll tell you what, if anybody's watching this video, just to make this clear so I don't have to go into the comment section and have a look. If any of you are offended by what Marco van Basten said, boo fucking who. Boo hoo. Get over it. Grow a set. Baby. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links there in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.